Welcome to Point Blank International Championship 2018. We'll have 8 teams. We'll introduce you guys one by one, the best from all around the world. The PBIC Championship and the second place, the Pride of Thailand. We're back to take revenge on Brazil. From Thailand, Signature PB. From South America, we'll show you the power. From Peru, Pantolon Esports. The Hidden Rascals from the Philippines. It's their first time, but they have climbed all the way up here. From Philippines, Hoogie's Rascal Gaming. Also their first time, dreaming of becoming the new dark horse of the tournament. From Taiwan, T-Rush SKR. The best combination of the two countries. From Turkey and Azerbaijan, World Judge ESC. The team with the champions of PBWC 2016. The descendants of Tokyo, the best Brazilian team. From Brazil, Juventus. The defending champion from last year, a big favorite of the tournament. Can they get the second consecutive champion in a row? From Indonesia, RRQ Endeavor. From Russia, AOEXC. The champions from the last year, a big favorite of the tournament. They get the second consecutive championship in a row. From Indonesia, RRQ Endeavor. We have the best point-blank players from all around the world who will become the champion of PBIC 2018. Let us begin.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. Just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to this world lived in fear.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Achilles.
And I'm Jigpa.
And we're going to be your English commentators for the 2018 Point Blank International Championship. Really excited to get into that event at the end of this week, and we're just here to kind of talk about it as we get ready to dive in.
Exactly. I'm really happy to be returning to PBWC, which is what I did during summer. But here for the PBIC 2018, we get to find out who the real champion is for the entire year.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a lot of strong teams coming in. 8 different countries going to be represented, all of them competing for that top prize. It's going to be exciting to see who can take it, because it's also extra exciting because we are back in South Korea where things began. Kicked off the PBIC back in 2011, and now it's here in its home, returning to see who will be our 2018.
Exactly. I remember back in 2011, Myth taking that trophy, so it's been a really long time since that time, but still, they are still continuing to play. They're a really strong team from Thailand, and there are lots of different teams in different countries like Russia, Indonesia, still being in the tournament, so they're going to be the favorites as well right now in 2018. Personally, one of the most memorable PBIC was actually last year, back in Indonesia, where they actually had over 40,000 people in the audience.
I mean, that's quite a big number, of course, for any sports event, but we know how just how popular this game is in Indonesia. It has been played there for years and years and years since the game came out, now celebrating its 10-year anniversary. They are the reigning champions, looking to get that back-to-back championship here in 2018. And I've been told that at the time of the regional qualifiers in Indonesia, they were experiencing power outages around the arena because that's just how many people were there. That's how big of a spectacle that event was.
Yeah, that's very cool. One of the coolest part about PBIC is that depending on the region, wherever that is, we have some special opening performances depending on the region, and it is, I think, the coolest thing about PBIC.
For me, it's certainly cool to see those very unique intros, but for me, I think it's all about who is going to be the champion, determining who is the best in the world, who is going to be the reigning champion of 2018, whether it's going to be that repeat from RRQ, have that back-to-back, or if we're going to be crowning somebody new here this weekend.
Baik banget dari Free dan juga perlu.
So, of course, another team that we have to discuss that really deserves our attention is going to be Art of Execution, the Russian representatives. They have represented Russia in over half of the championships in point-blank history. They have consistently been near the top with 2 victories and then 2 second-place finishes in those championships. So I think that if any team is going to be able to get a win over RRQ this year, it could very well be them.
Oh yes, 3D is the key player from the team, and it's been around for such a long time in the team. But you have to remember that RRQ beat them 2-0 in the finals of last year. So I think they're still the strongest favorite of PBIC 2018.
Of course, when we talk about RRQ, we kind of have to talk about their not-so-secret weapon in Jax, who has just been so dominant for this squad.
Yeah, Jax is the sniper, and he brings sniper in all maps, and no one else would do that except for Jax.
Belum terjadi fight mereka. Oh, Jack langsung membunuh Free.
So that's definitely a key player that you do have to look out for, and there are a lot of superstars out there too.
Yeah, throughout this tournament, there's going to be a lot of names popping up. Carmile, of course, is one that really does come to name for us.
Yeah, so 3D, Caramel, Jax, there's a lot of superstars, but in 2018 we can have another rookie coming up very soon, so that's very exciting.
Yeah, possibly. We'll have to determine who the tournament MVP is going to be at the end of this, whether or not it's going to be one of these veteran players or one of those rookies, as you mentioned. Today's the day, D-Day, the Point Blank International Championship 2018 kicks off now.
And we are back in South Korea just like the first championship. See who the first champion of the new decade is going to be.